Right, I was saying hi. I didn't cry. Multimedia New York City. I go the moon sem I answer aka and I yede ebremo and so ha and we minim says Ghana to see minim says abri adiasa but in New York, United States of America, minim say awiabo baby ba. Also utimi ATM say OTM ana why in temtem so akwa kopiem Facebook oko ekopiem Facebook ana wabodi nkra multimedia New York City adinkra multimedia New York oko ana wakwa akobo ahye o search pad na bibia nso etimi akọ so ye live on Facebook. Now don't forget say udu ho nso a na wa follow page no na bibia nso etimi ayekama. Follow the page na the more stories from the world of sports and then from the local scene no eda yede ebremo enso eho yenim say in about 2 hours time Manchester United any team a your friend Everton ede bebom enso ewo Old Trafford enye match ketwa ewo ho no yenim say weekend games of course no me the weekend games na of course no so ensensem apiepiem enso ebebremo na baby a will be also wetimi actually wadwen. And let's not forget say there are issues on board. Me pese also ebitimi de comment and also etimi aba comment session ho na bibia nso etimi akoso kama ama bibia nso etimi akoso ye nti se wuti mi ama ho ha na ekokopiem live on Facebook na also ekate oni ase Andy Aba live nti o sha na wa share na obi so etimi enya bi na obi bi so etimi enya bi ahwe. It's about the match coming up between Manchester United and Everton, and again the review of the weekend games and deleted from the world of sports. A day in the Real Madrid as eba after game on boy against Elche and yema intimi ankoso e Vinicius Junior contract in latest no e day. Yedin say big game battle between a team a your friend Chelsea and a Bobo Kwa your friend Barcelona. And also what is the latest and also a free side game no and so emu ba Kopama bebo and I say Kopama and so embo ewo ho enomo Estevai Willian obe started and I on started Enzo Maresca at the system be na Eruan Pedri baby Lewandowski Frankie Dion. What is the current situation of those players? We any and some ayeka boom and they so ye the abremo amebibian so etimi akoso kama enso ewo ho enomo odi comment no oko Facebook na odi comment no egu ase ho na bibian so etimi akoso yie kama na yetimi enso akan ede ama ewo ho na ene asema we de betuja medi bechi obi adwenkyere ewo ho eno ene se uhwe Liverpool asese enkoye se okasa ohwe EPL table no eso a enya de se ekoye edema ebobuko efreni Liverpool over the weekend eyanim guase poto na Nottingham Forest eto amu a omo de kokoma Liverpool ni enim se after signing all these players no nanka eniema bekoyi ede ama Liverpool sisi omo da 11th any position Liverpool enso eda 11th any position Liverpool eda anti question me ebusa ne se coach your friend Anslot say we Liverpool supporter obeka say yempam coach your friend Anslot and access still a Liverpool man a chance na ontinemu na onkoso anso enya adwuma obeka say yempam no and also ono ankoso entena na onya adwuma na bibia anso intimi enkoso eyi emfama because Manchester City ba be share no miensa ama Nottingham Forest enso di miensa and aba be so amana enye asem koto on Sunday at the London Park against West Ham United and a situation no and so ABC atwaso enti for comment ebra comment section ho adinkra multimedia na yenkan enso emfama coach your friend Anslot omumpam no anase omunkoso a emane entena ho na ombo adwuma also esay na o eka ede afa sansem a sabri mede ebremu Anslot entena anase omumpam no ema no enko nti metwa o comment na menso metimi akan ama bibia nso etimi akoso yie kama na me share stories na se a menim se me wie a me de Manchester United game on money Everton me the preview beba I will analyze the game na me the outcome am wo gidi se beba no menim say investors ebe ko eye fikesiem na omo nso atimi akodi adwuma enti me the eye prediction enso ebeba na bibia nso atimi akoso ye kama enso ewo ho now from the camp of eye Real Madrid na say the omo nso enkoye emfa momo so wo hwe the league table na say Barcelona etreli omo by a point Barcelona etimi ehye team a ye friend Atletico Bilbao by 4 goals and omo timi ehye omo enso ewo ho enti sa ofa team a ye friend eye Real Madrid a twi omo twi mu say du ba bi na omo atwi mako 5 no say enya de say niam ekoyi omo ba against Elche Emma Gabriel and they 2-2 na Xavi Alonso said ye she omo no eye after game no be 2-1 no na after game no be 1-1 na nkoma geda momentum a na omo ogidi say nkoma betimi di ahye ama bi enso atimi aka ho na team a ye friend Elche ko share second goal inti eno hete omo Osei Nasco say he is not good coach they should sack him any from Abrantia your friend Osei Nasco Osei Anslot onye good coach they should sack him Osei Nasco by my man Andy Osei I'm Lucio from Ahenema Kokoben Osei go higher sa enso na Ramadal Fakel Osei hi Andy I think they should give him some time to shape the team to shape the team openia your friend Ramadal Osei and slot omoma the time na ono so intimi emfa ensheki onfa nsha de niema na bibia nso intimi enkoso ye kama enso ewo ho and slot omo empam no anase omo man the chance na onkoso a enye adwuma eno ne question a ye busa no ene awie ye wie ebeba the Ghana Premier League no etimi ekoso enso ewo ho no mo ensense be ne free moba Ghana League ne de referees na ade aboso referees na determine scoreline referees na determine the Obeji League no eno ne nsema ekoso ewo the Ghana Premier League and we miss you wa in Kumasi Nana Poku enche obetimi nka enso I'm say icon watching you live from Wasa Akonsia I suggest he should be given some time. And don't you believe Kudus is a flop at Spurs? Any Ibanobachi Asiedu and so edia or non so at the airba. And once again, and slot entna and I say Omon Pamno in free Liverpool Bobo Ekonum. Don't forget Saoba. Now I follow page, Now they will comment about our comment section ho na bibian so etimi akosu eye kama. And so ewo ho no Prince Ako it's a great show and then Prince Eddie Eba Kwame Reme say one of the best sports analysts in Ghana now. We're missing you. Kwame, enjoy the sports, no? And so, Sansona Amiyao, Frank Essel, and Die Hard Liverpool. We need proper DM. I think, say, Essel, me know ya doing. It do honor a Liverpool seminar. I'll talk about why they are missing the Mascherano type of a midfielder within the Liverpool setup. While they are missing a Fabinho in the Liverpool setup now. Vinicius Junior is not productive nowadays, so they should have patience for Xavi Alonso. Other Vinicius Junior on the mad Xavi Alonso so they should have patience for Xavi Alonso. Oba a Facebook live now I share no bibianso etimi enye bi a share sa enso na o follow page no oba now I follow page no na bibianso etimi kama me try o comment. And so ewo comment section ho na matimi akan aba bibia so etimi akosi me share stories na ase ya enkra efi Real Madrid aso ye ba ne se Vinicius Junior aka kire empanimfo se contract na omo pesa omo extend na omo nto omo bo ase kakra yerim se Vini contract no ebewu 2027 na chesa aka 2 years ansa na contract no ewu enti empanimfo omo cha ase e bo no se Vini omo pesa omo renew the contract of Vinicius a year junior contract no initially omo sika obeje e man centrefo wo Spain ene woni AS ene ba kaku akrata na be ka say Vini so opeso oji Kylian Mbappe sika ni bi e ma Vini entourage no so ka say there bi na Real Madrid for ese omo be ma Vinicius Junior 20 million euros a year. 20 million euros a year. Vini said that be sika no onye de etoso mienu o check the relationship da oni Javi Alonso mu na omonto omo bo asekakra nti eno ene enkra e free Real Madrid aso ye eba efa Vinicius Jose Pazao Jr. Ninsema e free ho enso eba no. I'm F9, a biology tutor of assignment to SHS. Liverpool should sack their coach now. Eno ene Samuel Boadu or say or ye teacher ni e wa assignment so SHS. Liverpool empam coacha ye friend Anslot. Ye chia assignment to for enyina. Nti Vini se contract no omo ento omo ebo ase. And from Vini so aso now big games ena beba so Bayern Munich ene Arsenal. Referee Marco Guida or ye Italian referee or no ene mpenimfo yi so onko ginam na onto irem emfama Bayern Munich and then Arsenal match na ebeti abaso no sa enso ena me the Barcelona and Chelsea team no ho nsensem eba na referee obeginam akina e was Stamford Bridge na wato irem e wo game no referee your friend Zlatko Vincic or no and a be referee for match ebetimi abaso nyame pa eye akina game ebetimi abaso no ono ena ebetimi aye referee for game na ebetimi abaso Zlatko Vincic ono ena ebetimi edina makase big games eya na call for eye big referees and who wonim Zlatko Vincic no on how ho ema mebusa say referee bay ena make kan ho asem no menim say ekina me bana se be discuss Chelsea ene bobuko a ye frɛ no eye Barcelona match na I'll talk about Zlatko Vincic now who referee cry or also one of the best referees if not the best at the moment or no ene ekina obetimi aginam na wato irem ede ama eye game na ebetimi abaso e was Stamford Bridge no and so ewo ho enomo nti uba ya na wa follow page no na bia nso etimi akoso yi kama now to Chelsea any Barcelona game no ho ensensem no medical ka referee obetimi aginam ato ayirem ama bibia etimi akoso eyi a na Cole Palmer CCA ene Chelsea training grounds na Cole Palmer ewo Chelsea training grounds na Cole Palmer ewo Cole Palmer ati the blue eye top wajin the down black na Cole Palmer ene omo eye training kama enso ama bibia atimi akoso eye yenim se omo ru Cole Palmer out of eye match ebeba so was Stamford Bridge between Chelsea and AFC Barcelona no but se okọ Chelsea training ground and na Cole Palmer training and so forget about whether it is large training or what Cole Palmer training and so omo crocro the John omo di CC nkrofo ana but I don't think Cole Palmer coming back from bench such a big game and ono so obetimi ababebo ama bibia nso etimi akọ eso enso eno referee Anthony Taylor weekend di match ebeba so between Chelsea any team a friend Arsenal no referee Anthony Taylor ono na omo yi ne say onyinam na oni dwumadie no emfa ema match a ebeba so eye weekend the Premier League game between Chelsea and Arsenal no referee Anthony Taylor ono na omo yi ne say onye referee for the game. Chelsea update big man. Tomorrow Barca will score Chelsea and Lamine Yamal will score a goal. Sir Ensona, that's Mani B. Mohammed. I'll see good evening, boss. I'm watching you live from Ejra and on so Eddie Eba Elho. My comments no for our comment to the bra. For our comment to the bra ni Jumano, na bibi anso intimi enkoso yes answer na on second video na wa share na obibi anso etimi enya bi a share. Cole Palmer once again. Cole aba why ready and I say onye ready Enzo Maresca or the Copama that team your friend FC Barcelona na or the that team your friend FC Barcelona na and I say cool ebeba na china ye be hu se Copama ejinam minim se cool all right see amene wo ka say see amene wo ka say Barcelona akwa London see amene wo ka say Barcelona akwa London echina me the history between Barcelona and Chelsea the man arrive in a the Ronaldinho time, the Messi time, the Eto'o time, the Mourinho time. Me the bebasa baby see match a bit me abaso echina Stamford Bridge, you know. Me the ehun ensem ebeba. See how many okay say there. Barcelona arrival a year London see ahead of the game between Omo and Ibubukwa, your friend Chelsea. Anytime Anthony Tola officiate Arsenal Chelsea match, it end up penalty or red card. Madam Fubi say or don't end a beji man of the match and so ewo ho enomo. Enti Chelsea alande sorry Barcelona alande ewo London omoba ababe pim and so ewo ho enom na bibia timi akosi enti Robert Lewandowski ene Barcelona amrantie no oma bomb suit blue black and oma hwe inner white omode eba ababe pim ewo ho ama bibia timi akoyi. It's I didn't cry your news station. I had a mebo adwuma akopem me say me free her. Barcelona will win tomorrow. Which left center back fit our style of play and can pitch it for Barcelona? Barcelona will win tomorrow. Watching live from Ejiso, Manchester United will win by 3-1. And also Ewo Honomo. Barcelona will win tomorrow. Hey, match na men Francis so na sabre. Mo akasa mo de score line. Ebeba se Barcelona beche, Barcelona ebeshe. Now, one question I may say, Busat, and they say, and slot yem pamunana, and I say on tina for our comment section, bra. Samson are Chelsea fans, no, me busa say, Chelsea fans, no, me busa for our comment, bra say, Estevao Willian, a china coach, your friend Enzo Maresca, on starting na last game, no, boy, no, when to me, mobi, when to me, mobi, or sorry, so Bible game, no, Eda. Coach Nika said on Tenase because Enzo Fernandez has second goal. No? So there was no need to risk him. I also arrested na almost game na a double against a Barcelona. No, Intimi Busa say Estevao Concalves Almeida Willian. Oye coach I friend Enzo Maresca. Echina obe starting no with the match between Barcelona and the Chelsea. No, na him fan obe starting as number 10. And I will be starting with Pedro Neto Dabro, na Pedro Neto Echo left ana. And no question me ebusa ehunti mami who comment comment section ho na bibia nso entimi enkoso eyi kama Real Madrid is so almost central defense ni nyunu na nyamianim ni sa Spain ni Abrante Efeni Dion Hoyce na omode na ba na de onyunu brutal nti omo hwe so omo betimi anya center back and so ama bibia timi akoso yi. My question is, should Madrid sacrifice Vini Jr. or Alonso? Should they smoke a peace pipe? Madrid, it is about resource. So Xavi Alonso and your resource now, they will sack him. They will not sacrifice Vinicius Jr. And slots should be given time, but you check his line up instead. And will be Edeba. You promised to talk about Portugal and Ronaldo today. I honestly have forgotten. Misty, I have forgotten. Actually, I know I'm the best chance here. And so I'm the Champions League now, but forgive me. Actually, I know I'm the best chance here. Me try to her. Me try to her. Me remfi. Ronaldo story. Ampa Ronaldo story. Actually, I know I'm the best chance here. And so I'm the big game. And so on sem etimi aba. Liverpool need to exercise patience for Ancelotti. Watching you live from Riamwase, Bepase, I hope say me passions and I say why baby a passions will be ano me mini oji ye mienu ye kabo mu ye de nchia ama passions. We love him keke. We appreciate him so much. We love him keke. Passions the biaya ye ni je se odi odo na otimi etaye chi e support ye and so ema bibia etimi kama Marcus Rashford when you green light from Barcelona medical team who say obetimi enso etimi esi akan na mepa etina Barcelona amrante na bedu 3 minutes ni e no maba bedu esi omwo airport a omonso enam kama na omoko obon a hotel enso ewo ho enom na me obado da so ye Xavi Alonso se eja egu Xavi Alonso trim no enye eja eketwa ewo ho results ni nkoye se pressure eda no so omo ka bi bana no kura no se chingirito fo no omo ja omo enka bi ema no enso ewo ho he should start the game eno ne yeda na ejasi o se Estevao should start the game and sanso na me hu Rashad Nasiru Chelsea ono so Liverpool epese omokofa Michael Olise from a team e friend Bayern Munich na next season so omoja Mo Salah kwan na Salah kwa na nke soro ho number 7 position no ono so etimi aba be hye ho ama bibia etimi akoso eye enso ewo ho Chelsea will win by 2-0 eno ene obi nso adwen kira or the eba ahead of the game between Chelsea and a team your friend FC Barcelona and any dear a free ho enso eba. Now share weekend game see any say the situation no esi ekoya ye hu Chelsea etimi share by 2-0 against Burnley. 2 goals and a Chelsea share 1 goal from Pedro Neto and ohwe pass na Jimmy Gittins ede buy na ema Neto a pinball ni shema na efe eye. I believe Liverpool manager should stay because most of the players who helped him win the league last season and not available in the likes of Diego Jota, Alexander players Nasiru say Andy and all the fire emojis and so etimi atoho ekama and so ewo enti Chelsea win by 2-0. Chelsea win by 2-0. Sa enso na Manchester City ekoko PM ewo St James's Park against Newcastle United na wo a wan hwe sa match ni bi no wa hwere ade wo a me say that game no wa hwere ade total football in display na enye wan say after the game Nigeria Okoka say Newcastle United have the best midfield in the Premier League. Omo midfield no, they have the 3 of them as number 6, they have the 3 of them as number 10, they have the 3 of them as number 8. They complement the effort of any of their midfielders. We kwa na we are shimamano. We co battles and now we are intercepting. We close spaces now we are fighting. We intercept now we are cover rounds no. Into Joe Leighton, Bruno Guimaraes, and then Abrantia your friend Sandro Tonali. And young one say though there were issues. Pep Guardiola before the game, Ebo Bruno G Abaso, your pon game there were issues. And the Omobisa Pep say, only Bruno G Yakasa. Now that situation here, dear. And I will say, oh, na Abrantia or catching so oh, you too good. Born when in Bordeaux, and only Abaso Bodia, na or the airbo, a Bruno G. And so, Andy, how can we all get to the World Cup? Andy, how can all get to the World Cup to your discussion? Hey, Andy, I love watching you. Okay, me that's it. Say you love watching me. But men come Manchester United match and on sem kakra. Miya na ma share other stories make headlines no. Na bibia so etimi akoso eye menim say investors no are ready omo twen e Manchester United any team your friend Everton match no amo twen ho nsem any say the situation no enso ebesi akọ Manchester United after losing to Brentford in their last 5 games United intimi lose be enti washa the pressure wo Ruben Amorim so no sesi ekofem kakra was any peace of mind how they prepare the team no and enema a team ekosi Matthias Cunha almost say almost late fitness tests and sana match na what team abo but medium will believe say he will be part of the team na obnon so more de bon ebeso any so o team your friend Everton apart from losing to Tottenham Hotspur, almost last 2 games on my bottom, almost so akoyi edi ama omo. A draw against Sunderland and a win against Marco Silva's Fulham. And no any game no said the situation is a Manchester United more they born a peja. I'm a confidence naba. The only problem is that they still struggle to dominate games. They still struggle to dominate games. And only problem na Manchester United. So how many team keto be bar? A queen on be fast to dominate games no. Na adding ma omo. But at least on much they say no matter how difficult it is, omo be finding a way to win. And that is Manchester United for you. And only baller omo and so ebo ewo ho enomo to say ye can now coming to Old Trafford baby or match say though omo performance you so special, but the good thing for them they say at least omo make sure say these days over Old Trafford omo be ma hu kakra account na eno the kind of job omo so etimi ewo ho enom eba bibia nso etimi eko eso nti Everton almost were very good players and experienced guys as well. So for a bit to say Jordan Pickford. Pickford is an English national team goalkeeper. Omubo James Garner on the right. Obi onim James Garner be and say James Garner are consistent in the Everton team at check. Why very consistent in the Everton team no at now, James Tarkowski and Michael Keane. These are 2 center backs and now we expect to say, come do the very top of their game. Omube with the peak of their powers. But again, almost intimate level now, we expect to say obey Timmy Amomadruno. Makolinko Eba Everton. He's been consistent as a left back for Everton all this while. Omonso. Born home for a team, your friend Everton. Idrissa Gana guy. Ojaomo Eko PLG and our Samba back to support the team in midfield. And Omo the likes of Jack Grealish, Dewsbury Hall, Omo Ndiaye, and Omo the likes of Barney in attack. And Omo team no 4-2-3-1. And only coach a quite of fast team no on the field of play. Now, Andy, can you please explain to us why Eberechi has fit into the Arsenal team so well? It is because of the coach or the player's input and his effort. But I'll find time and explain. Andy, Man United is getting the results little by little, but they are still conceding too many goals. Andy, it's Bobby. Please, are you back in Ghana? No, Bobby, I'm still in the States. I'm not back in Ghana. I'm still in the States. So, and a situation, and so it's a normal. Now, about the United team. So, what's your Man U team now? On, off. But Brian Buomo had been decisive. So, anytime you are playing with them, and you want to also Man United are considered good because of the change of personalities and the structure. Team BA we are saying, omit for the nya you concede. I really love watching you, my role model, Robert Bosompem. Nana Kwame Nti, I'm watching you live from Chichiwere. I don't say enough. Nti eno any situation say the city, and Eleni Euro. Echina Lisandro Martinez. The next day Matthias De Ligt. Echina Luke Shaw. The next morning Mazurai. The next one Diago Dalu. Afi Obenhu Dogi. Nti the consistency now peto unya elho. And game no more Bobby wants a coach na be Casemiro free. And United always struggle when Casemiro is not playing well and when Casemiro is not on the pitch. This is no-brainer. This is no-brainer. Inti Everton team no. Oma hoɔden no ɛyɛ Jack Grealish and Dewsbury Hall. And these are typical creators. So who could be defense him? So decided so no more bone pe. So decided so munya born to mawa you be in trouble. Until you need players, that will be tough. You need players or mono battles. Those are the guys. I'm a United in Yamakoyi. But so decided to be Uncle Bonedia, you won't survive. And against an experienced Everton coach, or no send him United in United fashion here in Yamano. You need to work and work very well. Else, you won't survive. David Moyes, I coached Everton for years, and our back. Or send in Manchester United and how they play their game. Onim Ruben Amorim say, or you're flexible and he opens up. Oh, when are you coming to Germany? I just want to have a picture with you. Daniel, what are you in Boston, Germany? I think my next journey will be in Germany. My next journey will be in Germany, but until when Boston, I'll tell you the date. My next journey will be in Germany. Casemiro is United life now, but they always praise Fernandes because Fernandes score goals. I'm watching you live from Reading, UK. And are you still in state? Yes. Correct. I'm still in state. What do you mean by Reading, Anna? What do you mean by Reading? Into Man United against Everton. Everton, Oman who are and a medical can. Jack Grealish is a key. Dewsbury Hall is key. Idrissa Gana get very intelligent, very smart. On how are you picking grounds on the field of play? And if Matthias Cunha will play, Everton should be careful because of his transitional play, because of his interchange of positions, because of his quick transition, and his ability to decide for others going forward. It is a game for United. It is a game for United. It is a game for Manchester United. In less than 1 hour, 30 minutes time, Man United near Everton the best so. And a game I make up for Manchester United win at the Theatre of Dreams. Make up for Man United win at the Theatre of Dreams. United will win. I don't see United disappointing like Liverpool. I don't see United disappointing like Liverpool. No. Into 2-0 for Man United. We call bold predictions. Man United 2, Everton 0. Bold prediction. And I make Enso Ewo Enomo. So and I make for a game now. And also Eba Esono. Now let's come to everybody is talking about Arsenal and Liverpool. Arsenal and Liverpool. Now let me start from Liverpool. Let me start from Liverpool. Coach a friend and slot ebe winning the league title no last season. Oya ade pa. Oya ade so timi G League no because na obi any GD say in the absence of your in club no obetimi do fault no. Abusia me say so don't forget to follow the page. Share na unua enso enya bi nhwe. Don't forget to follow the page. Inti obeya ade o change for the quick transition, the high pressing game, the rapidity. Now you're in club the mom no change here. And on didn't start by not so much. But the difference was the high pressing and the quick feet of the Liverpool team. But still, the key figures were the kingpins of the side. Mo Salah, Cody Gakpo, Virgil van Dijk, Ibrahim Konate, Alisson, Ramsdale, Becker. Sana situation okoye. Now after the season, and a coach realizes no. Also, other guys because in the Premier League, if you really want to dominate, you need to bring other players on board to change the style, the complexion, and the composition of the team. Obeying players are Liverpool ato. But one mistake. Everybody is blaming Konate. Everybody is blaming Konate. Obie blame Konate. Obia blame Konate. Obie blame Konate. But Konate is not the problem. 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 The problem is the system. That is the problem. The problem is the system and how you arrange the system on the field of play. That is the problem. Now, within the Liverpool teams, in recent times, within the Liverpool team, in recent times, you can even go back. You can even go back and check the old Liverpool teams. Those teams have typical pivot. We don't give so much credence to the number 6 rule, especially the lone pivots. We don't give them so much credence. But those are the guys. Inti under Gerard Houllier, na Liverpool would Didi Hamann. Mokai the German Didi Hamann. So key to the Liverpool team that played in the Europa finals. No more player as number 6. Time oyemre no. And no more kofa Javi Alonso by. So within that range, Alonso occupied the holding position. Pivot. And Ihun Alonso and then Steven Gerrard. Very key for team called Liverpool. My boy Eje UEFA Champions League na. Inti nenye easy say. Ebi ombe born kwa. Now later, they brought Javier Alessandro Mascherano. And ran away from Corinthians and a buy. On a Carlitos Tevez. No mo kofano. And dene buy. No to be she Liverpool finfin. Obi a wa follow Liverpool bi anim. Dear Javier Mascherano beye won finfin. Excellent player. Not flamboyant. But he get the job done. And also be a man Liverpool. Come on. And maybe be also etimi ekoso eye. Now, club call. And club build a certain midfielder. Na obia antiasie. Because there was no flexibility in that midfield. Our club Edebaye. Fabinho, Jorginho Wijnaldum, and Jordan Henderson and Odebaye. But he built that midfield for a reason. We were all looking at the flexibility and the flamboyance nature of the midfield. But that was not the idea of Klopp. No. Klopp was looking at his wide forward. The no mubetimi aye. Edi ama waye very okay. And only ade ana wo hwe. Nti whilst obi here say na Klopp we the midfield that Ben was saying no. His idea was clearly different from the no obi here dwene say Klopp betimi aye on the field of play. Nti sa wo hwe Klopp 3 players ya mabo omun. Why any player oba be ye bibi won finfin ama na ye ofe. Sent who follow Klopp or Dortmund. At Dortmund, na Klopp use Ike Gundogan and then Sven Vender. One of the Vender brothers no on an pivot at the man. The early time at Liverpool was Emre Can. Emre Can a dirty work. Any energy no they buy into midfield. In the time and now obo the first Europa Cup final abra o lusu to tima your friend Sevilla no. Wa hwes kai sa game ni bia no. Wa kai sa game ni bia no. Obehu se na eye Emre Can e na ekura pivot no edema no. So after that then Fabinho, Gini Wijnaldum and then Jordan Henderson. Fabinho knew what Jordan Henderson beat me ashim. Henderson knew what Fabinho beat me ashim. The most intelligent among the 3 was Jorginho Wijnaldum. Wijnaldum no abo Newcastle United o ma relegation o mo fa ne bai. Solid player. It's just unfortunate that after I move from Liverpool no the game now nko ba bia piu. E dey na ope. Very good transition, a goal scorer, a non-drop, always picking the second balls, always picking the spaces behind the strikers. A Jumana, Juve to Bellingham or Real Madrid. And no be na Gini Wijnaldum by or Liverpool. Picking the spaces and picking the second balls behind the main forwards. Into Bobby Firmino. Bobby Firmino. Sadio Mane. Mo Salah. Now on ne wo machi. Inti bo bi e beto o machi bia na wafa. Bo ni sa ben finfin is there. In defense is there, on the right side is there, in central midfield is there, in attacking midfield is there. Jorginho Wijnaldum. And club dominated. When Timmy and Premier League now to so. But we are talking about a Liverpool team. No, Marco close to 28 years without a Premier League. He won the Premier League, broke the deadlock, made history. He won the Champions League. About Champions League final to also. no win baako ewo Wanda Metropolitano. So that was Klopp. And the coach I friend Anslot Abano no so tima. There's a missing piece. The fact that Ryan Gravenberch boy the one winning title interest, you don't need balance. Virgil van Dijk in Konate cannot run, and Konate has been affected with Minko Real Madrid, Mentena, Min sign a contract renewal, and I'm in your day. Van Dijk into me to Mrika. And people are blaming Konate. Konate would have Van Dijk kwana etisete mamoto we no. Because he protect Van Dijk. Van Dijk fans na ojini nyina Konate. And to go and watch the Bournemouth game. And to say me the ball near Van Dijk Johnny. Go and watch the Brentford game. Shall Nottingham Forest match, no. The balance is missing. They want to tie the knot between the midfield and the attack. Where is he? Central defense, and acquire them. Who is going to close that space? Who is going to mop that space? Who is going to clean that space? Who is going to cover that space? You can't find him. No, I can't hope. And I'm Liverpool, Breno. They don't have a number 6. A central midfielder cannot hold a midfield of Szoboszlai, McAllister, Florian Wirtz, Mo Salah, Cody Gakpo, Ekitike, Isaac, Debbie. You need Casemiro. You need N'Golo Kante. You need Claude Makelele. You need Girano Gattuso. You need Fabinho. You need Andre Trinidad. You need Patrick Vieira. You need Gilberto Silva. Those are the midfielders you need to hold the pivot for these attacking-minded players. And Claude Makelele said, Luis Ronaldo catch it and said, don't worry, when you get the ball, just give it to me. And Lucas Paquetá and name a car on here omachi. Luka Modric and Toni Kroos or they don't look back. Because they have someone at Ewon Finfin who will clear the line. Marcelo will leave, Casemiro will move to the left. The missing piece in Liverpool midfield has exposed the whole structure. Anybody say grabbing a bear anyone or bebo short say. Now a bit creative. But Kowachi, when you have teams that are bold enough to attack Tima, your friend Liverpool, how would they survive? Unsurvivable. Because I say they win a match against Madrid. But how long? Against Madrid, the job was simple. Let's overload the area of Vinicius Junior, and that is the end of Madrid. And it worked to perfection. Just create an overload on the left. It ends there. And the club, apart from struggling to manage quality materials, apart from struggling to manage already made materials, and I've said it here and again, say, any coach bia na many players already made that they can manage them. And I always respect Carlo Ancelotti because give him the players and let me win you trophies. That is Carlo Ancelotti. Carlo Becaccio say, "Mami players, no. Na me win trophies in Famau." That is Carlo Ancelotti. But you see how Ancelotti is struggling to win something for this Liverpool team. And look at their situation now. Their team has been moving from bad to worse. Enkoye emfama omo. And I'm saying that it is because there is no balance. It is because there is a missing link. It is because within the structure of the team, there is no pivot to bring proper balance and to mop the back line and to make sure, say, the pressure by the two center backs and so on. So better. And the coach was quick to withdraw Ibrahim Konate from the game. Until I will share game when he be an was against Nottingham Forest. No, Edu baby na coach there Konate free. He failed say Konate and the problem. I'm sorry. Konate is not the problem. The problem is the structure. The problem is the missing link. That is not to say Liverpool won't win games. They will. But when you meet stiffer and tougher opposition, teams that are ready to compete, a marathon, you won't survive. Until Liverpool against the big clubs. They won against Arsenal. Manchester United, especially, almost they never dreamed of. Man City in Subaba Show. And Liverpool, January, and slot to man who ye cat din. On one who ye had a din. Uncle number 6 and Famra, and yes, sir, dear, it won't work. It will not work. That magic, they can win games, but okay, baby, Arsenal Timo Druna, and it will affect them in the Champions League as well, unless you meet ordinary teams. But teams that are well structured, teams that have the quality to expose, and teams that have the tactical brain to expose your midfield, it won't work. And I think Arne Slot is not up to the level we think, though. Help them in winning the title. Last season, mark my words, he can't turn things around with the current materials assembled because they lack balance in midfield, as you're saying. We are from Robert Bosompem and Ode Eba. In every job, there is a test time. Said there be I know left Kesben. I'm in state. A juma be a ye was as we so. Ye will be a friend test time. Test time, and they say, it me true baby now, ye do make cry me nyai. As we are to a minko once now. And now for ya be minko. Story ya me ko ye and grofo credi matemin tia china me kwa me kokase. But what me jina on aswa? Eho. And now to me be you good. Eho no be with the level of your maturity. Nansaya. No be any say apam Ruben Amorim. Nansaya. No be any say apam Amorim. And Amorim for me, his turning point was the Liverpool game. That was Amorim's turning point. Pep Guardiola's turning point this season was the Arsenal game. Amorim a turning point. A Liverpool match, and yes, Uncle being so much at the coin. And he's gone 5 games without a defeat. I will come talk about Real Madrid. 5 games without a defeat. And I'll talk about Arsenal as well. Five games without a defeat. Into where a test can see it. Eddie my coach, your friend Ancelot. Obeti me ana. Please, is Maresca playing mind games because I heard King Cole is back. King Cole is back. Cole Palmer is back, but he won't play tomorrow. Why you training and not pay? I can't want him. Now, so that is it about the Liverpool team. Problem no why na and a macano. Okay. I disagree with you, Andy. Isn't it this midfield that won the EPL? I think the back line is the problem. Bernard. Now, is it not the same back line that won the Premier League? Bernard, if you feel the midfield won the Premier League, so what I'm saying, you disagree with what I'm saying? It is the same defender won the Premier League, true or false? Are you saying it's a team at league title last season? And so still an issue. Now what you say? Who fa boa opes or to ba no man. Na no man so find a kwan ya obefa so atu. Enti who shank for left, right, center to win the Premier League no. Others. And so pe kwan omon so this season omon se de be expose ama niam timi akoyie. And the fact that they won the Premier League last season, does not mean say issues cannot be within the setup. Casemiro of Real Madrid is not the Casemiro of today. The Van Dijk that came, that was stealing all the headline, is not the Van Dijk of today. The great Mo Salah, it's not the Mo Salah of today. And the fact that you won title last year does not mean say any issues in team. It's football. Just 2 days to me changing the form of a player. It may change the form of a footballer. In Tiankase, because of that in Intino, issues in Timina day Emma. In Tisana situation at it. Now to Real Madrid. The last time I became her. Okay. Breaking news. Matthias Cunha more match na Everton any Man United ibebono because unya knock with training. Into Matthias Cunha and Kra me picking it say Matthias Cunha ben Messi United ne Everton game no due to knock na unya the training. Into Matthias Cunha will not be available for the game. Manchester United 11 na omode bebo game no against Everton. Lamens na eda pool. Mazurai, Matthias de Ligt, Luke Shaw, Sanso ena Dogu, omo ena ebo echirino. Bruno Fernandes, Carlos Enrique Casemiro, Brian Bomo, Amad Diallo, Sa Enso ena Joshua Zezi, Waymo ene Mrantia, almost yakan Ediama Manchester United eye ene. Once again, so person Mrs. Subio Lamens, goalkeeper. Mazurai, Matthias de Ligt, Bruno Fernandes, Joshua Zezi, Patrick Dogu, Lenny Yoro, Amad Diallo, Carlos Enrique Casemiro, Bram Bomo, Luke Shaw. We monem rantia omo AC akan ede ama the Red Devils. Obisi say, Nkrumah say, and this time they can compete in big games because there's no pivot and there's no balance in the team for Mutu inside. Sashi Jabuase. Okay. From Sashi All Stars. Okay, Nkrumah Mate. Andy, I think Bernard is making a point because that back line had Arnold and Robertson. Robertson on 2 quite match and all that so Ebobi. And the Newcastle second goal is offside or goal. Referee that you go. What's he say? It's Manchester United team na ene almost obi amra emehwe obu eni. So okwa Everton almost so e goalkeeper Pickford. Omo Coleman, Michael Keane, James Tarkowski. Omo Mikalunku, James Garner, Idris Gana Gay, Omo India, Dewsbury Hall, Jack Grealish, and Omo number 9 Barry. We emone guys Omo 18 Esiakan Ede ama Manchester United. Now to Real Madrid. We are now the Arsenal abewi. Alonso winning games to us on me born a basso for 1 thing. Now if we are the players coach yapa tima omaji trophies. Coaching yachi timbia. It didn't America, sir. They've already achieved it. Into DAB in our open. A DAB in our person munye. A DAB in our person munye different from what they've done already. This our team, no. The motivation is not there. Because they've already achieved it. And you have these young talented players. I be more Champions League 2. Great players and me and the Champions League in Pode Buma Babeji 2. Great players. If you want me and the Champions League in Po and no me Babeji 2. Until when you have those players, that's a coach you or more. It take a lot for you to excel. And you must be come before you can excel. Sana situation at here. Until Alonso Adwuma number 1. Na edding. Alonso Adwuma na edding. So be excel. Because those guys are already established. These are world-class players. Are more perform at every level. See, Alonso was always going to suffer. But Oba no yadie bia me born abaso. And the good thing for him is say, o start year na no sha say o win. Inti fetire no abogum. Fetire no abogum. Afi win Alonso win be 5 matches. E dey na okoka fa ne ho. I applauded him for one thing. And I think so be your coach be aside and also soon. Oba eda na o se dabi. Guys, we abo aje awene, and they work under the greatest European coach so far as club football is concerned, in Carlo Ancelotti. The mommy Prince Ukakra. Andy, as I said earlier, with this Man United lineup, Everton will get a point. You, Robert, Man United for that was it. He created competition. Yeah, who the end work offer the hoist and aba. So on Militao and Rudiger Mepre. Yeah, who the was here that gule mebobo nibi. Afe yeso omo akwadintin akofa ko bi yefene Franco Mastantuano aba. Alonso decided, say, Obama those guys an opportunity to also play. Abusuan oba na wa follow page no Facebook na bibia nso atimi ayekama. Follow page no Edinkra Multimedia. Edinkra Multimedia New York. Edinkra Multimedia New York on Facebook. Na ene weekendi dwumadie kase beba so ewo Edinkra Heroes Night sa na yefre no na the Nkra Heroes Night no a programmer. Afi biya no ye de hye ye nuanom a omo ye Ghana fo no omo ti abrochima mu ha no omo adwuma eso ani adwuma bia wo ye bia eso ani no ye de abo maba so se wo gire ho na ye na ebiew se de bia afi bia no se wo gire ho a obetimi anya abaso bode nti ye we wa woso efe akọ na hye ni munyam na ye de ama na ochi award ni so wi a ye o magicians akuku dam omo so be bo nyuma mo otwa wo na ase ama woni age e o program ase nti ya chemu bienu cha ya chemu ne se ye won crofo mbe ba be bo gospel ye de twa na ase ne ye ni age sanso ne ye won crofo mbe ba be bo high life ne ye de ni age sanso ne ye won crofo a omo so bo nyuma anya edin akwadre nyum tuom na omo so abebo dwom nti so oba gospel side a yo ware junior ono so beba abeginam yo jobo ampa ono so beba abeginam saa so de wo enesopoku ono so beba abeginam na enim se saa nkrofo wi omo nhia any introduction Madrid asem na meba abeto aso nti nko ba bia me wi adam de Arsenal so ato ato why Mikel Arteta is likely to win the Premier League. Na enyontufuo yi omo maka no esdo hey maba esdo aba hey maba oh mabanti munyane nkote eno dey from esdo sa enso na Queen Master of Prayer Fame Angelina oti ana akoma esi oti Shorty my Shorty I want Sanso and I would Wamaya Romy jacket, Wamaya Romy jacket. Angelina Unkutu. Say Angelina Nine Sasa. Na Margarina Mabuga. She go me. Say Angelina Nine Sasa. Ono neba. Diane pe weni mashe. Tina so untumam. You don't tina me ne onam. Diane pe weni mashe tina so untumam me do wuntina me ne otie bianca ntre o se won ofe me do onkwa sanso ena abranti amati de omu bia na wo shida so kama with high life tunes na oni mama chide de high life there o ka se me bobo a oyonko pe me say ye Odon foni ne kramie oteme ho asema oso on ne so ose oteme ho asema eya ma me moni yo na ma ye bia ne sa abranti amachi de ehoho batani enum bebrebe na ye de ebrem wadin Nkra Heroes Night sabre ya make say de ebre na ben nti humpanimfo ewo 347-350-1857 sa enso na 929-331-8560 sa enso na 347-2232-70-703 humpanimfo MCOG and DJ Jam omonso ebitimi ama take it in obi say hey Andy now it's rapping sana situation no and so now back to business. Until I was talking about Real Madrid. Share life no be anhwebi. Until Alonso first making sure say obe create certain competition within the team to bring the best out of those young guys. Because already Oma winning. Until say one ye bibi amoma anyere omho forget it. But now no make assembly. You can check from 2000 they see 2025. Coach is your mobile Real Madrid, almost your managers. I am successful tell my coaches. Omo ye omo say omo de omo the tactics na eba be ye adwuma. Any omo who say no, the players are there, they are winners, they've achieved it, they have quality, they are technically brilliant. Put them together. omo be ma results no omo achieve done omo buy omo so omo de the tactical know-how no beba no omo achieve che. I think the main problem of Madrid is lack of tactical flexibility. It has made most of their players ordinary. We are Ken, Kelly, and no the Eba. Coffee Friday, and when are you going back to Ghana? Only me to me, my cats ask me already also. Into you be in Boston, we are my answer. Andy, my guy, love you more. United all the way, and no Eric Atman. So Alonso created competition with him. Now competition no created, you know. He decided to sacrifice certain players within the setup. No problem with Chouameni, no problem with Jude Victor Bellingham. Freddy Gagadi complaining about the rule no because Freddy Gagadi say Uncle Boy right wing bill. And who are Obekai and Ancelotti? The last season there were games to be all man koi. Freddy Valverde girlfriend betray say Freddy Valverde a pivot. Alonso up central midfield. And Ancelotti coach Efene Javi Alonso say the cornerstone of his midfield is Aurelien Tchouameni. So simple. Samuma really dia. Let's change the face of the team. So play for Kylian. And Makasim had to say, every team needs a sacrificial lamb. Benzema last week. Samuel Eto'o sacrificed for Diego Milito to excel. Didier Drogba sacrificed for Frank James Lampard to score in the goals. When Rooney sacrificed for Cristiano Ronaldo to win the best player in the world. Time and ye about Ribery and Ian Robin Dino. Na Mario Mandzukic na ye the sacrificial lamb. Filippo Inzaghi. Time and ye similar na the Champions League or Athens no. Na Shevchenko alai low and Kaka stole the whole show. Gattuso in his lifespan at Milan and the national team sacrificed for Andre Pirlo. It is a way new beer. Obe sacrifice a diamond team na. Unko bebia. You can assemble the galaxy of stars. Obe pack your money in our park and so. But unko bebia. So coach Efene Alonso realized that me pese Kylian Mbappe ye mo born man. And Mbappe is a very good player. Top quality, proven at the world stage, proven at every standard. But Mbappe is not Neymar. Mbappe is not Lionel Messi. Don't kid yourself. A very good goal scorer. That depends on other supply to excel. In Paris, he had Neymar, he had Marco Verratti, he had Fabien Angel Di Maria. In the national team, he had Paul Pogba as the main creator and an auxiliary in Griezmann behind him. So Mbappe need other guys to excel. And it's a per se, who sacrifice guys now. You need to do it and do it well. So quickly, Rodrigo Chasien any issues from the Club World Cup. Vini Chasien any issue from the Club World Cup. So Hendrik Chasien any issues. Ibrahim Diaz was on and off. But the good thing for Javi Alonso they say, when the season started, and when a team is winning, the Obe can be an obiantie because football, the funny thing is that Obe team papa be team at team the amount, se coach mano. When you are not winning, he will sack you. When you are not granting the results, he will sack you. Inti na Alonso wene. The team ni shall see a ringy bells in the Atletico Madrid team. Na mom for said that be a team in yet. So some of the Madrid fans can say on Sisashe from the Carlo team. No, I shall see who said that be a team no say you on ye. Na 80 man 5. But the easy target was Vinicius. Because he's not liked by most of the Madrid fans because of Mbappe. In most of the media tabloids because of his attitude. And normally Vini a scapegoat. So the target was Vini. The target was Vini. Everything was Vini. So Vini started picking up. So Obana will be changing game, no. Again, do we know about changing game, no? Against a TF, you know about changing game, no. Then come off the Clasico. So for the Clasico game, ne okoswa winning frame. Stadium will be anti-ase. Obiase, Javi Alonso na dio obi Bobby. And all the guys, Master Antoine Ntimi, Diaz on and off. Adagule boogie, no. In as much as I'm not a fan, Gule opportunity at Javi Alonso demand no abobudi. But the sad aspect is that when you play against tougher and top oppositions, they don't care about Adagule. Because Adagule more. So go and watch the game against Marseille. Go and watch the game against ATM. Go and watch the game against Liverpool. Gule Moha. Jude in Swaba. Into the role he made for the Nasayanebe. Alonso has senior issues. Vinicius Jr. might not be the one that you love. Onru, the Neymar, the Ronaldo, the Messi, guys no mama dressing room you know. But Vini has been in Madrid for 7 good seasons. He has 2 UEFA Champions League. All the guys love him. Until you should find a way to treat those players. And footballers, are they back home more fun and they say. We are done for we need the agro. Until when you are dealing with them, you have to be careful. Javi Alonso said one person that I feel say also team here, Jumano. Not because he is tactically up there, but I'm looking at the players he played with and the coaches he worked with. Rafael Benitez, Pep Guardiola, Carlo Ancelotti, Jose dos Santos, Moreno, Mario Felix, Vicente Del Bosque, Luis Aragones. No. Also Suyadie. Na baby or sabo na osadi nyansa ne boho. He might not be flexible like Javi and Iniesta, but tactically he was up there. And he sacrificed for others to flourish. Near the Crawford Flowers are man on your money. But then he found it very difficult in Real Madrid because he just simply don't want to accept that it is Vini's team. It is Vini's team. And I'm saying that there's absolutely nothing wrong to play Vini on the left, Rodrigo on the right, Mbappe at top. Again, Ferdi Valverde, Tchouameni, Jude in midfield. Ada Gule as super sub. Ibrahim Diaz super sub. Master Antoine super sub. People need be any. But Alonso says otherwise. And now I bench Vini. Money be him to bench Vini. But the level of competition and how Barcelona is picking up, you don't joke with certain matches. Timpanimfo no nyɛ happy with him. Madrid, they will sacrifice you if you don't win anything. Kobusa Santiago Solari. Go and ask Santiago Solari. Omo be sacrifice. Say, oh yeah, one Javi Alonso. Oh, omo be sacrifice. Samson na o win here. They will sacrifice Vini. They will do so. They will sacrifice Vinicius. Inti Alonso there. Ono ane wo se oto ne bo ase na oye na adwuma ni yi. Ono ane wo se oto ne bo ase na oye na adwuma ni yi. Na niema timi ko yi de ma no. Because Alonso omo no ma ye adwuma. So Alonso nso ko etse David ya na chese Spain for was and body. Because those are the guys to take over. The problem is now you're managing the guys. I don't think it is an issue of tactic. How to manage the guys. A quabe na be first one manage you. For me, it should be the real deal. How do you manage them? How do you manage them? That should be the reality. That should be the situation. Abusia, don't forget to follow the page. Don't forget to follow the page. Mbappe can score 100 goals, 1,000 goals, but Madrid will find it difficult to win a major trophy with the system of play. Nti asem no eno. I hope Javi Alonso a bit tweaky something different. Na timi abomu. And yes, there are things to be very tough because Barcelona funi jana o mason, you won't survive if you don't tweak your tactics. You won't survive if you don't tweak your tactics. The Barca team gradually picking up. This is a situation here. Now to the Gunners. Obi say, Edia na ama ebere chezi afiti insa. Wo unim those Crystal Palace boys. How many bobo? So unim Crystal Palace boys now. They are very good players. Ashavin, good evening. Shemaki Olis, Eko Bayern Munich. They are very good players. Those guys are very good players. Even today, Maguire, Daniel Munes, Ismail Sarr, Mateta. People are talking about Watten. People are talking about Hughes. Jefferson Lima is there. Tarek Michel is there. Joachim Anderson, Eko Fulham. They are very good players. So they only need the right system. When Fred Zaha was not lucky. Zaha no one lucky. But these are young, talented guys. Almost our experience in the Premier League. And Eze only needed a flexible system that will help him to perform. Or Declan Rice, or Zubimendi. His only job is to create. That is his only job. And unlike Hui as a player, he drives well, he takes players very well, he runs at defenders, he takes on defenders, he holds the ball very well, very good distributor as well. Into unlike he just needed the right system. And Arsenal team, you know, I pick it to a point that Obama won't need problem, baby. Check the options or more. Mosquera did not play. Gabriel did not play. But Pierre Hincapi never was central defense in the mouth. Merino lead the line. Leandro to start fantastic shape. Inti Arsenal for no omo team ni gina so. Na omo ye team na bie mu ye amba ne obi prakora na nka no. Enti say team say o ma omre. But yeah, you start flourishing, you start playing well. And Eze, very good player. So only my Bereche is a very good player. The only problem I know be facing, you know, Senka. Odegaard, the captain, and then I expect to say obey facing problem. But the captain is not there. And no wonder he's playing very well. A hat trick. It's a situation here. I say Brian Buemo. On she go into Everton that. Liverpool force about person on Moton Konate January because Konate in another or sign a contract. Liverpool Gusua Biu Pegan and Yabranti a friend and Tion Semenyo. And so Elho. Kukurela see and country will be as on our catch Estevao. So about training now you train on shashing parts. Because you will say to Chomon, Umbuchano plan. Into your bar on Shashim Pass, and yes, I'm Umbuchano plan. In about 33 minutes, team a friend in Man United, and so any Manchester United, Eddie Boom. Abusiafo makache mo say oba na wa follow page no I didn't cry Heroes Night and so baso weekendi ama bibia nso atimi akosi oba so a na wa follow page no. We've done 1 hour 27 minutes and ayetimi aye ya de ya boy homeden medamu nyina mo ase se mo beta mo tina mo support mo na mo de mo comments any mo contribution a support my bibia atimi course ye same time. And I'll talk about the Ronaldo story. Portugal for me say Omanya Jose Mourinho, Omanya Eusebio Ferreira da Silva, Omanya Luis Figo, and your Bonkwa, Omanya Prince Henry the Navigator. Omanya mpenimfo navigators ana oma be oma gidin omu change niema nyina e owiase omu change niema bebre e owiase omu nyina. But for me, Ronaldo is the greatest. And now come Brazil Vasco da Gama mudin da so ho Bartolomeu Diaz emu eda so ho. Obi osu social studies bia kai Prince Henry the Navigator. But where o 18 na na we explorers. But for me, Ronaldo dia obeji owi as no de tu omu nyina. Nti achina mechire the Prince Henry the Navigator adwuma na oye. Bartolomeu Diaz de na oye. Vasco da Gama de na oye. I'll talk about Eusebio. I'll talk about Figo. I'll talk about Ronaldo. I'll talk about other Portuguese. Omunsu wagidi and why I feel Cristiano is the best, is the greatest. Among all these names a mede ato dwa no nti ekyɛn na me pa save time, let's meet, share page na bibia ntimi nkoso nkama, follow the page as well na bibia ntimi nkoso kama. Your friend me Andy Cam obetimi ahia me e wo Andy Cam Sports TV nipa 200 negu 204 and as I bring gusu a money me share live no. Achina, don't forget, after Ronaldo we have Champions League game coming up, and I'll give you the rundown. Chelsea versus Barcelona, how the rivalry started, how the street started the rivalry. Acquire Street, you know, ever so started the rivalry between Barcelona and then